The two best post estimation models out there is the Ultralytics YOLO 11 model for post estimation, but another good one is from Google called MediaPipe. In this video here, we're going to go over the pros and cons of both videos. We're going to do comparisons, see how we can run both of them. Most important of all, when should you use which of them? So let's just jump straight into the Ultralytics documentation for post estimation. We have videos like pretty much covering all of it, how we can run it, how we can set it up in a Google Colab notebook. We even have some training videos as well. But with the Ultralytics YOLO model, you can both do update detection, segmentation, classification, post estimation, and oriented bounding boxes. So what we're going to do in this video is post estimation, where we find key points in the human body. So we detect a person, and then we detect shoulder, elbow, hands, the wrist, ankles, like all the different main key points in the body. This can be used for tons of different things like workouts monitoring. We have a full video covering how you can set up a workouts monitoring system. So all we need to do, we have these 17 different key points, so nose, left eye, right eye, left ear, and so on, for post estimation of the head. If people are looking in one direction and so on, could be used for autonomous vehicles or just detecting if people are looking at the road or down on the phone or something. So these are some pretty cool use cases. We have both the nano, small, medium, large, and extra large variation of the post estimation model. You can both train it and run inference in the exact same way as all the other models. It's just a few lines of code or a single command line that you need to throw in there. If you jump straight into the Google documentation, we can see they have a model called MediaPipe. This is a really good model if you want to run very fast post estimation on CPU. If you want to run GPUs, CUDA GPUs, and all that, YOLO 11 is significantly better and also significantly faster. There's one thing here about the MediaPipe model, and that is it only detects one person in the frame. We're going to see some results, some comparisons. Could be situations where you just want to detect a single human, run as fast as possible on a CPU. Then it could be beneficial to use the MediaPipe model, but in all other cases, the YOLO 11 model will be significantly better. Here you can see all the different task details, configuration options, how to set it up, but we're going to see this in code in just a second, and they have very similar key points here as well. They have more key points, especially for the head, but also the fingers here, or at least some key points in the hands. They also have tons of other things. They have like face landmark detection, all of that, but now we're comparing post estimation. If you just jump straight into my code editor, I have a comparison script here that we're going to take a look at, and also just some results. So we have some videos that we're going to pass through. We're also going to see how we can set them up. So first of all, here we just import OpenCV, NumPy, and also time, so we can time how fast are these models actually running. So I'm just going to run it on CPU, but it will still be able to see the differences. You can get significantly faster performance, maybe 5-6 times better performance if you're using GPU as well for the YOLO models, and then optimized frameworks, which we have tons of videos covering how you can actually go in and optimize even further for specific hardware that you want to run it on. So draw text with background. This is just a visualization drawing function. We're not really going to take too much time on that one. Here we have the MediaPipe Pose. So from MediaPipe, you can just pip install MediaPipe in the terminal. We import it as MP. Then we have some drawing utilities, and then we have the post estimation model here. So the pose will be mp_pose.pose, and we have a minimum detection confidence and a minimum tracking confidence as well. So it's both running detections and also some tracking to track the key points over time, also so it's not flickering around too much. Here we set up a video writer, so we can see the results, just write out the output results to a video file. We have a while loop just running on a webcam or on a video file. We just load in frames one by one. First of all, we resize it. Then we can call post.process, RGB frame. We get the results back, and we can draw the landmarks here with the drawing utilities from MediaPose directly, or MediaPipe directly. You can also extract all the individual key points. You can take the XY coordinate, confidence score, all of that, as you can do with Ultralytics as well. So now we just draw the landmarks. We get our MP drawing. We calculate the frames per second. We average our frame per second, and then we also take here the sum of the average frame per second divided by the length, so we get the average frames per second. We're just going to draw that on our image as well. Then we show our image and write it out to our video file. So this is how you can run the MediaPipe Pose estimation model. Very easy to run, exact, very similar to the Ultralytics model. So you can test them out pretty quick in your project and application. Here we can see now we can just create an instance of our YOLO pose. We have our size of our image, the source that we want to run it on. So you can both run on a webcam or video, import YOLO from Ultralytics, set up an instance of our model. We're just going to use the nano model in this example here for speed. Now we can define the connections between the different joints that we have. So joint is just a key point. How do we define the edges in between our key points? We set up video capture the exact same way as MediaPipe, but with Ultralytics here, we can take the key points, iterate through them, and then we can draw our connections, but also just draw the circles for our joints detected. The reason why we need to do this is because we detect multiple people with the YOLO model, so we can have a for loop running through each detection, connecting the dots, and then just doing the visualization. But here you can see it's just a few lines of code. We get 0.1, 0.2. So this is basically just our joints. We draw our key points, calculate the frames per second again, we just draw it, show our image, and then we write it out as well. So first of all, let's just test MediaPipe Pose on a video, and we're going to see the results while it's running. All we have to do here is just open a terminal, Python MediaPipe versus YOLO 11. It's going to automatically download all the models. You don't have to do anything. Make sure to pip install MediaPipe and pip install Ultralytics. So right now it's running with MediaPipe. You can see on my computer here, it's around 70, let's just say 75 frames per second. We get a single detection. It looks pretty good. We can see it was flickering a bit here in the hand, but generally this is a pretty good model compared to how fast it is, like 13 milliseconds inference on a CPU. So this is running on Apple M4 Max, so this is a pretty high-end CPU as well, so you'll probably expect a bit lower frame rate, but it can still easily run real-time on pretty much any CPU. So this was the model, or this was MediaPipe Pose. It's going to save it into the video file as well. So over here on the left side, we have our YOLO output, our pose 2 pose. Let's grab this one. AVI file. Let's open it with VLC. There we go. Just the exact same results. We're just writing it to a video file as well. So let's see here, 13 milliseconds inference time. Let's try to run the nano version of YOLO. I'm just commenting it out. There we go. So here you have 17 milliseconds, around 60 frames per second. So we got around, let's just say 15 frames per second more on the MediaPipe. But here we can see we get better detections. It doesn't flicker as much, also because we don't have the hand detections here. So it really depends on your use case, but we get detections for all the people. Could be that you need specific key points in the hand, which is not supported by the YOLO models. Then MediaPipe might be a good option. But you can see here, you get a very fast model, very similar performance, and it can detect any human in the image and give you all the key points. So let's try to run it here on a webcam as well. I think I have to change it to the first index. I have a sync double camera connected, and it should open up my webcam here right in front of me. There we go. We can see we get these detections. This is MediaPipe Pose. Now we get 65 frames per second, so it's a bit slower. We get all the detections. I'm raising my hands. You can see we get the key points, shoulders, elbows here, so it's looking pretty good. We can terminate it. Try to run it on YOLO as well. There we go. Let's switch it out with 1. We rerun it. And here we go. 55 frames per second, so very similar performance. We only drop a few frames per second, but we also get a way better model. Let's see. There we go. We got the key points, we got the connections. Again, this is a very tough case because you cannot see my full body. There we go. And it can do object detection or pose estimation on any person that it can detect in the image frame. This is pretty cool. Definitely go and check it out. Even if you run it on GPU, you can run significantly faster than the MediaPipe model, but is really use it up. You can use this script here to run both of them, test it out on your own use cases, projects that you're running. Few lines of code. You have post estimation up and running. You can check out the other projects and videos that we have on the Ultralytics channel on different types of projects, ideas that you can build on top of post estimation models. You can even train your own post estimation models if you have an annotated data set. Hope you learned a ton this video here. This is a pretty cool use case and nice comparison of the different models available out there, and this is pretty much the two best ones. Hope you learned a ton. Hope to see you guys in one of the upcoming videos. Until then, happy learning.